We've been taking our four-wheel camper on adventures for almost a year now. In this video, we take you along for a full tour of our camper and all the things we love and some things we want to change. Make sure to do us a favor and subscribe to our channel if you have the same passion for adventure.
Hello, and welcome to Taco Roamer. We are going to do a short tour of our camper today. There have been a few people that have asked for a tour. We have a 2019 four-wheel pop-up camper fleet model. I believe this is the most current, lightest model they offer. There is one other called the Project M that is not built. It's just the shell. Ours is built out, has all the goodies, kitchen stuff, bed. So this is the business side of the camper. Right here is where you fill it up with water. This has a 20-gallon tank, so we can fill it up at home. And like for this weekend, we put in 20 gallons. We'll be fine. Or if you're at a site with full hookups, you can have constant water, and you don't have to even worry about water in the tank, but that does. This is our hot water heater, which is very nice if you want to wash dishes, take a shower. This, speaking of showers, which we have not used yet, but I'm sure we will, this is our shower, outdoor shower. And we have a tent that doubles as a toilet, and here is the shower nozzle. Like I said, we haven't used it yet, but I'm sure we will when it gets warmer. Let's keep that in here. Right here is our furnace. Also very nice. Last night got really cold, and it just keeps things really comfortable. It also keeps your water from freezing. If you're on a long drive, I put the furnace on the lowest setting, and it keeps, lines from breaking, things from getting too cold. Right here comes from our sink. So it's our gray water, and we just have a hose, a little 4-foot hose, 5-foot hose that goes into a 5-gallon jug. Right here is our shore power. So at home, if we want to charge the batteries, you can plug it in, or if we're at a campsite with full hookups, plug it in and we have full power. There's an actual outlet inside that we can use, and that saves us from having to use the solar, which is on top. So if we're not using this, we're on solar power. That is the business side. So real quick, this is the back side of our refrigerator. You're not supposed to store things in here. You want good airflow. I just keep the shower nozzle in there, and I was told that that's perfectly fine. So don't use it as storage, even though it looks like it'd be a nice spot to put things. You want the airflow for your fridge. And also down here, it's just a little water nozzle. It's good for rinsing your hands off or filling up the dog bowl, keep the dog hydrated. And we also have our levels here, which we're very level on that side. It's nice when you get into camp to get everything level. The water in the sink will go down the drain, and you're not sleeping awkwardly. We're not actually, this is a two-way fridge. It's not propane, so we technically don't have to be level when we get to a spot, but it's nice to be level. So the back side of the camper, we have, these are steps. Supposed to be steps so you can access the top. The top has a solar panel. It also has rail system for Yakima racks for kayaks, for paddle boards. We just got Max Tracks recovery boards. So we're gonna get we don't have the rack system yet, but we're gonna get it on top. And you can use these to get up there. From what we've read and seen, most people use these, they're convenient hangers. They're not, I guess they're not really practical. Depending on what model you have, some models are very unpractical, I've heard, but I've yet to have to go up top, so that'll be another day. But that's what these are, steps to get to the top, racks. And here is our propane. We actually have two 2.5 pound tanks. One we're using for our portable fire pit. We're not allowed to have wood fires right now. So this one is hooked up. It runs our stovetop, runs our furnace, hot water heater. And then, like I said, the other one's running the portable fire pit right now. Right here, so we currently have a 160 watt solar panel on top. If we wanted to, we can buy a separate solar panel that plugs in here. So far we don't feel like we need another solar panel. We've never run out power, and if we get low we just start the truck. So, but it's nice knowing we have a plug that we can run another solar panel if needed. And a couple more things on this side. We have one light. It's amber. It's nice at night when you have to step out in the dark. This thing right here holds the door open. Little latch secures the door. We have had the door swinging pretty violently from winds, and it caused a little damage because we didn't have it latched. So make it a habit now to always latch this. And then if you want, you can use your screen. And I would say the other thing is our truck came with a backup camera that's attached to the tailgate, and we removed the tailgate when we put the camper on, and so we lose our backup camera. I actually bought a plug-and-play backup camera that works great, and I would highly suggest having some kind of backup camera with this setup. We get to some pretty tight spots, and the last thing you want to do is hit something, big rock, big unused fire pit. So highly recommend a backup camera. They make plug and plays. Do it. There are a couple different options for getting in and out of your camper. They do have a ladder that folds, unfolds, and it's hitch mounted. We opted to just go with the little aluminum 3-step ladder from Ace, and it works great. I would say though, always make sure it's flat, level. We almost had a spill one night, but it works, and as long as you're mindful. We might upgrade to the folding hitch ladder one day, but for now this is how we get in and out. Welcome to the party side of the porch. We have our awning here, which we love. There's lighting on the outside of the whole camper. We have LEDs under, we have a side light, there are lights on the other side. Some people don't like the lighting. We think it's pretty sufficient. Sometimes we add our own, but we also add the party lights around the awning. We have this, doesn't have anything to do with the camper, but we have this nice rug. I don't know where Emily got this rug on Amazon. It sheds the dirt really well. It never really cakes up with mud. It's a good all around patio carpet. It's nylon. We got these cool lightweight chairs from REI and this table. So this is where we'll come out and, enjoy the view. Show them the view. We'll sit by our portable fire pit, gas, because again, we're not allowed to have campfires right now, wood fires. We'll play games and enjoy some adult beverages when it's time. So with this particular setup, we have a 2021 Tacoma, double cab, long bed, and 4-wheel campers pretty much required that we have a couple upgrades done to it before they would mount this to our truck. One of those upgrades are tires. So we have low rated tires, and we also have got airbags installed in the back. This helps with the weight. It helps with steering, keeps the truck level. Right here are the struts that help assist with lifting the camper. And then you have your clips out here that when it comes down, you tuck everything in. The clips hold everything in place. And also with the ladder we got, it's dual purpose. The ladder helps us get in and out of the camper, but I'm short. Emily's short. And sometimes we're on uneven ground. It's nice to have a little step stool for when we take down the camper and have to latch it. Tuck everything in, make sure everything's secure and good to go.
All right, come on in and I'm going to show you the inside of our four-wheel camper. So the fleet model that we have does come in a few different floor plans. We have what they call the side dinette here, which allows us to sit here, look out this nice big pretty window because we love camping with great surroundings. The other couple of models that they have are a front dinette, which you would have the dinette right here and then two counters on either side. Or they have what they call the rollover couch, where this entire area right here would be a couch and then you could put a table up when you want to use it. This is super good for our lifestyle just because it's just the two of us, and it allows us to maximize the space in the camper. Behind me I have our bed. This is currently set up, not how we necessarily sleep in it. This is just a double bed right now, but it pulls all the way out into a king, which I'm going to show you in just a second. And then for just orientation purposes, this is our kitchen. So we have our stovetop here with our two burners, propane burners that work awesome. Actually a little too awesome, so you have to make sure that you are regulating the flame pretty good. We've got our sink here with both cold and hot water. Then we have counter space here. You'll see right now we've got a cutting board. We have a basket for different kinds of knickknacks to help us stay organized. We have my hard kombucha in a little puffy koozie right now. And then we've got our fridge here. The fridge, unfortunately right now, is a little on the fritz. It stopped working for us when we did our big road trip to Montana and Wyoming in August. And we are currently waiting to get it fixed, which is why we're using the Yeti. It's okay for now, but we love having the fridge and can't wait to get that fixed.
And the fridge is covered under warranty, so things happen. This thing shake, rattles, and rolls. Four-wheel drive trails, washboard roads, things happen. But like I said, the fridge will be covered under warranty. It's just finding a time to get it in, and we'll have another fridge. We love it.
Love it. Next thing is storage. Storage in a tiny little space like this is super important, and it actually is pretty good. Not gonna lie, we do have a bunch of stuff in the actual truck right now, like our clothes and toiletry bag and things like that, that we find are better in the truck so that they don't clutter up the space when we're in here for camping trips. First of all, we love these cubbies that we have over here. We've got some camera gear, speaker phones, charging stuff, masks because COVID. So this is one really great storage solution. The next is going to be down here under this seat cushion. And you'll see down here, it's quite a big area where we can store things. So right now we've got a tablecloth, rope. No, there's Wes's Frisbee. Hey! And some other things, a little bag here. You can fit a lot in there, which is awesome. Just put the cushion back on. Other storage that we have is in the kitchen. So first of all, these drawers are great. It actually Works perfect for these little utensil holders. So we've got all of our utensils here, wooden spoons, knife. Then we've got another one over here. We've got some command hooks.
Junk drawer.
It is the tiniest junk drawer ever. And then more storage over here. This is where we keep all of our kitchen stuff. So we've got a pot for hot water, some mugs. We've got a coffee press here, which works wonders. We've got more utensils in this guy. And then we've got pots and pans and all of our Ziplocs, wax paper, foil. By the way, best hack ever is to save your toilet paper rolls.
Paper towel rolls.
Thank you. Save your paper towel rolls and put your plastic grocery bags in here. And it is such an easy way, clean way to keep those, which are so important when we're camping. We really do use them a lot for trash bags. We try not to use as much plastic as we can, but the reality of camping is you're gonna get plastic bags and they work really, really great for trash bags. And then there's another little storage coming down here. We've got our trash bags there. And the last storage that I wanna show you is our little pantry over here. And you can see in here we've got stuff for tonight's dinner, and then we've got some snacks, nuts, tortillas. So this works great for a pantry for it.
Under here we have our, you can't see them, but there's two 6-volt batteries that are charged by solar. If the truck's running, it charges them. And then it could also be a little bit of storage, not a lot, but any bit of storage is good storage in a small space like this. Under here is our fresh water tank, 20 gallons of water. Right here's our water pump. We have a little button that shows us how much battery power we have, which is full now. And we also have a gauge that shows how much water we have, which is 2/3. We'll have plenty of enough water for this weekend. So right here is charging station for DC power when we're not plugged into shore power. We use these to charge our phones, cameras, our speaker. If we're plugged into shore power, we can use an actual socket. Above that is our thermostat, and right here is our hot water heater. The hot water heater holds 6 gallons of our water. It's tucked back there. Here's our pump. I will say something we've noticed recently, some people will turn the hot water heater on and leave it on, and there's a regulation valve that will leak and get too much pressure in there. I think it's normal. So when we do use the hot water heater, we'll turn it on, and usually takes about 8 minutes to heat up our water to do dishes or whatever. Make sure to turn it off, and otherwise it will start to leak through that pressure valve. So right here is our overland solar gauge. This lets us know how our batteries are doing. This is our furnace, lifesaver, especially on cold nights. It really helps when you're camping in the cold. We also got the Arctic layer, which was a separate option. It's just an extra layer to keep the heat in. Really insulates this camper well. We do know that it's better if you can crack your vents at night if you're running the furnace, and that keeps the condensation from building up. Some more little things. You have so all these buttons, this one runs the interior floor, which is nice if you get up at night
Need to find your shoes to go use the restroom. Exterior down, that's what we use at party patio. We don't have the floodlights. This is the reefer fan. So when it's hot out, you turn this fan on and it helps your fridge stay cold. And then you have your exterior side lights. And then a little carbon monoxide detector down here. Up top, you have your smoke detector, and then we have one, is it a smart fan?
Yes.
Smart fan. So, open this up. It runs both ways. It will draw air in, or you can flip the switch the other way and it pulls air out. We have a vent in the back. So if we want to pull air through, we open the vent, have this pulling air through, and it creates a nice airflow. Also keeps condensation down, or when you're cooking with propane, kind of pulls any moisture out. We have these LED lights, it's nice, they're adjustable. So right now it's on dim setting. You hold the button, they get pretty bright. We have 3 of them, and that's plenty of enough light at night.
One thing I absolutely love about our camper is how bright it is when we're in here in the day. It doesn't feel like you're closed in at all, and part of that is because of these 4 windows that we have that let in a ton of light, plus this giant side window that we have too. So the windows are Velcro, and this is the first layer. This is the Arctic layer that Brian was talking about earlier that really keeps the temperature in the 4-wheel camper nice and regulated. And then the second layer here is actual canvas that is on the camper. And then the third and final layer is a clear vinyl that has a nice, awesome, big screen here to allow some fresh air in. So if you're camping and it's really warm out and you have all 4 of these windows open plus the vents, it allows for really, really nice air circulation. Surprisingly, this vinyl, just by itself, does a great job insulating. As soon as I took that off, I could feel the wind because it's pretty windy and cold out right now. And as soon as I put it back up, it's nice and comfortable again. And when you're ready to close them up, you just attach Velcro and it's good. So one thing I forgot to show you is when you have the windows down like this, you don't want them just like hanging like this because it covers like all your storage and gets in the way, especially like in the kitchen. So what you can do is you can just Velcro these back up on top of themselves like that. And it's nice and neat.
Here's our dinette, which converts into a very, very small bed, but it works great for dogs or Brian if he's in trouble. So easy peasy. There's a little knob down here, loosen it, pull this guy out. We usually just put it down here. And everything's adjustable. But pull this bar out. Back here. Flip this guy over. And like I said, mini bed. We have seen people that have been in really, really windy conditions where they felt like they needed to drop the canopy, and this serves as a good emergency bed too, if that becomes the case. But luckily we haven't had to do that yet. This thing's pretty sturdy. We've been in some really bad wind, but extra bed.
Let's see it. Test it out.
Oh. So last but not least, our bed. A lot of people see this from the outside and they ask what's going on with the camper. How do we sleep? They don't realize that this pops up and that we have a bed over the cab of the truck. So right now it's set up as a single or a double.
Double.
You could sleep 2 people right now, comfy, or
You can pull it out to about right here. You have extra cushions. And now we have a queen size bed, which you could still sleep side by side that way. Or we didn't realize it when we bought this, but it's actually a king size bed. So now we can sleep this way or the other way because we're short very comfortably. It's a nice addition. Some people throw memory foam over this, but we find it pretty comfortable and we sleep good and warm.
Even if our times get hard, there's not a day we'll be apart. So you should know, you should know. I don't wanna go to sleep without you. Is that pathetic? From the first time I said that I liked you, I really meant it the other way. The way that makes me want to get you presents on Mother's Day. The way that feels like the first dive on a summer's day. The deep end doesn't feel scary when it's creeping. Cause if I could help you float, I don't care if I'm sinking. But pull me up with you. How many ways can I say that I'm in love with you? Here's to many nights under the stars. Wherever you go, I wanna be where you are. And you should know, you should know that even if our times get hard, there's not a day we'll be apart. So you should know, you should know that I kept every note that you ever wrote me, and I read them all the time, twice when I'm feeling lonely. So if you ever bored or feeling down, please call my phone. And if no one is around and you feel alone, you can play this little song that I wrote you. I'll always be around when you need someone to go to, and we can grow too. I'm so in love with you.
So there's that one thing no one likes to talk about, but everyone does it: pooping in the woods. And this is how we do it. We've talked about it before. It's a little pop-up tent with a fold-out toilet with little bags that have a deodorizer in them. You do your business, everything seals up. You can actually throw those bags in the trash. So at the end of our trip, we'll throw our bags into a big trash bag, dispose of them at home. But it is way better than vault toilets, anything public. It's clean. It's the only way to do it. And this tent also doubles as a shower, which we could put next to the truck. Shower nozzle goes in. Like I said before, we've yet to do that, but we will. So that's our bathroom. So we love our 4-wheel pop-up camper. It's the perfect size for us. 2 adults, 1 dog, sometimes 2. It really is perfect. It's a small space. It's not for everybody. If you have kids, you might want to think about getting something bigger, maybe the Hawk, which is another model, or the Granby, or something else. This isn't for everybody. It's small, but like I said, we love it. It's perfect for what we do for now.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're really like sitting in the back of your pickup truck. So it's not a lot of space, but like Brian said, it does work perfect for us. This particular camper that we got, we were actually fortunate enough when we went to the 4-wheel dealership that they had this on the floor. We were going back and forth between a few different models, and the owner of the store we were at said that he'd be willing to actually sell us the floor model. So we didn't get to do a lot of the customizations that we might have done in hindsight, like maybe a different fridge. We might have gotten the sink and the stove that are actually flush with the countertop, and I definitely would have gotten different upholstery on the cushions as well as a different countertop surface.
We didn't have to wait 6 months to a year, so
totally fine with that.
Totally fine with that. We
Because
got to
there
pick it
is-
up in a couple weeks.
There is a waiting list.
Yeah, 6 months to a year now. So we love it. We hope you guys really liked this video. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button and also subscribe to follow along for more adventures. Happy camping.
To get out of the option a blah blah blah.
Right here is our gauge. This gives us.
So there's the one thing everyone